Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man, let's do this review for Gervonta Davis knocking out Rolando, Romero in 6 rounds. Make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all the notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. It was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Rolly did better than most people expected. And I think a lot of people, saying, well, Tank got exposed. I mean, when you fight somebody bigger, it's always gonna be tougher. And that's what people gotta understand. When you fight somebody bigger than you, it's always tougher. I mean, what was Rolly's advantage in this fight? Hold on, let's look at his advantages. Hold on, let's look at his advantages in this fight. But look at his advantages. I mean, he was a big dude. I don't know what he came in last night, but he was significantly higher in weight than Gervonta Tank Davis. So, I mean, yeah, he didn't have a big reach advantage over Tank. It was 68. I think Tank was 68 and a half, 67 and a half. So, I mean, it wasn't no, but he was just physically bigger than him. When you're dealing with awkward fighters, man, it's a little bit different. But like I said before, he tried some things in there. People said, well, he ran. Well, because Rolly didn't have no fucking feet. That's why he kept moving. I just gotta understand boxing, y'all. No, y'all don't understand boxing. Sometimes you move to get a different look. It's that simple. Sometimes you literally move just to get a different look. What he was doing early on, he was touching the body. He was trying to come over the top. He was trying to feint, then come over the top to overhand left, and he couldn't accomplish that. Rolly was awkward. Rolly kept his chin down last night. He kept his chin down last night, and he was very poised. He's very poised. He crouched down. People said his footwork was terrible. It was good enough where Gervonta couldn't just take advantage of it off the rip. Think about that for a minute. It was good enough where Gervonta Davis just couldn't expose it. He had to work for that. Rolly did a good job, and what Rolly could have done different. You gotta understand he started late, so guys like him and Wilder they gonna move different. That's just what it is. They gonna move different in the ring. And his him stepping play. He. How can I say it? He made the distance hard for Tank. Tank couldn't just walk in and get a knockout. Every time Tank will come in, he will fall short. That was because it wasn't no coincidence. It was because Rolly was taking 2 steps back. Rolly was controlling him at range. So when he would jump in, Rolly would take 2 steps back, and Tank will fall short. So that's something to look at. He would take, Tank would come in, he would hit him with a double, hit him with a body shot. If it was a lead left or a jab, whatever it was, he hit him with a body shot. Then Rolly started stepping back every time he crossed down. So then Tank would start falling short. So my thing was Rolly, if he had a really good jab, and maybe a little check hook, it would have been a little bit different. He needed something better than just his left hook and just his right hand. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a matter of time, bro. You could tell when Tank started moving, it wasn't because he was hurt. Tank was in there trying to use his legs against him. He knew that Rolly had to be planted to punch. And his couple things didn't work. He tried to set him up for overhand left over the top. Rolly didn't hit the Rolly chin and fly up that night. He kept his chin tucked, kept crouched down, right? Then he tried to get him with an uppercut one time. Rolly defended it well. And then it was another time before that, in the middle of that, Tank started landing lead left hands off rip, but Rolly started to react really good. His reflex reacted really good to the lead left hands. You know, then he started moving in between some of that. Then he started moving again. He was moving, just to kind of make Rolly pick up his feet, kind of make because Rolly had to be plant to punch. So, Tank started punching off platform. He started getting the best of Rolly, and then the lateral movement is what frustrated him, and that's why when Tank was in that corner or on the ropes, that's why he jumped in with two shots, two reckless shots. Well, actually, he jumped in with a right hook before, then came back, I think, with a right hook. And then when he tried to come back with the left hand, he got caught. That was because he was frustrated and he didn't remain disciplined. It was a matter of time before he shook the game plan. And when he shook the game plan, he shook it. And you heard Bullet, screaming out throughout the fight, "Be smart, be smart, be smart." One time that he tried to get his hand in a cookie jar, he got caught. Had he threw that right hand and rolled up out of there, he would have still been fighting. Probably got knocked out later on, but he threw a right hand and he tried to throw a left recklessly and left his chin open and got caught. And he hit Tank with some good shots. Yeah, Tank said after the fight he definitely got power. But what's a bomb without a missile? You're gonna blow yourself up. So I mean, what Tank did is what you supposed to do with an octa fighter. He had to figure him out. People said was Rolly was winning the fight. Anybody with common sense knew this wasn't going to the scorecards. It was a win. Tank was gonna knock him out. Tank did. Tank touched the body. Tank moved. Tank tried to land overhand left. He landed lead lefts. You know, and ultimately he walked him into a shot. And then Rolly went right into that shot. He didn't even throw it hard. But Rolly had some success when he landed some shots. What showed that Tank is a skilled fighter. Tank was able to hold him. If Tank they wasn't able to hold him, Tank probably would have got dropped or knocked out. So all that's going under skill. See these dudes like Ricky Hatton and Anthony Joshua, when they get hurt, they don't know how to hold. You got to learn how to hold. Somebody get you with a good shot, and they smother their work. You got an opportunity to hug them. You got to hug them. People say, "What's in the Queen? It's not in the Queensberry rules. You can't hold whatever." What's clinching? You got to clinch. We don't know how to clinch. That could have went left for Tank last night. So he's skilled. Calvin did a tremendous job with him, and they ain't need Floyd in the corner, all in the corner giving advice. That man know how to coach. He know exactly what he's doing. And Tank is fortunate to have somebody in his corner like that. He know exactly what he's doing. And like I said, Rolly had a lot of, you could tell Rolly had more Cutler in the gym, Joe Casamore in the gym, his father, Bullet. He had a lot of people in the gym. So it showed that he did improve, but it's a different level in this. Now, if Tank couldn't punch, probably would have won. But they exchanged some bomb. I think, and honestly, leading up to that point, I felt that Rolly landed the cleaner big punches. The more effective big punches. I think he hurt Tank a couple times, but Tank ate it. And Tank was in great shape and recovered. That's one thing about taking a shot. A lot of it is genetics, but a lot of it is also conditioning. He knew he had to come in the best shape of his life because he had to take that shot. And recovering from a shot is conditioning. It's how good your legs is. That's the difference. And one thing about Tank, he one thing that make him dangerous, he carried power from round 1 to round 12. We seen it again, Bowl from Santa Cruz and all that. So I mean, really wasn't nothing Rolly can do. He just wasn't on that level, But he didn't fight scared. He wasn't supposed to be here. He was playing with house money. He was good for a minute, but it just wasn't no method to his. It wasn't no offense to his. It wasn't no method to his madness. Wasn't no offense to his method. He's just trying to get in there, land the left hand, land the right hand. He ain't know how to set nothing up. You know what I'm saying? And he failed when he landed his big shots. He smothered his work instead of stepping back, land him, step back, and keeping Tank at bay. When he landed those big shots, he fell in. He got held. And Tank did what he was supposed to do. So a veteran fighter would have, hurt him, back, would have allowed him to hold. He would have hurt him, and then he would have just, kept his distance like Beaver did. Then start picking Tank off, but he didn't start boxing late. So he don't really know how to do none of that. But Tank a bona fide star, bro. Tank a bona fide star. He was strong in there, and but you need skill, especially at the lower weight class. You can get away with, not being the most skillful fighter at heavyweight, but at the lower weight classes, man, it's just too much skill, too much balance, too much coordination down there. But what nothing he can do, bro. He just if he was fighting longer, probably would have won or been a lot more competitive. But you know, it is what it is. But Tank, I knew Tank was gonna knock him out. Y'all was overthinking it, but buying into what Rolly was saying and all that. If your only plan is to land a bomb at some point in your career, you're gonna fight somebody, especially in your lower weight class, that's gonna take your bomb and give it back to you. And that's what happened. He couldn't take the shot. I knew Rolly couldn't take no punch for real. Look at some of the other fighters that wasn't as powerful as Tank. His chin was flapping back like one of the doors at the restaurant you go in, But check out the Fire Reaction playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Other than that, hit my link tree. It's the first link in the description. You can find me from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, YouTube, the whole nine. All my information is in the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know in the comment section.